Welcome everybody to part 2 of our regular season finale. I hope you guys enjoyed all the games that you saw in part 1. If you missed part 1, we had Baltimore, Kansas City, the New York Nightmare, and the Montreal Huskies. You had Indianapolis and Kansas City, Alaska, OKC, Las Vegas, and the LA Palms. You had Minneapolis, Nevada, Minnesota, and New Orleans, the LA Knights, and the Toronto Towers. You had Carolina, Seattle, and you had Florida and Atlanta. So that brings us to today's action, and we'll start it out in Oakland as Memphis and Oakland faced off against each other. The other games on schedule: Alaska at Nashville, Cincinnati at St. Louis, the New York Empire at Las Vegas, Cleveland at Richmond, Arizona at Tampa Bay, Utah at Pittsburgh, Illinois at DC, Iowa at Montreal, and to wrap things up will be Colorado Springs at Milwaukee. Should be a fun one. Hope you guys are excited about that. Make sure you guys, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe for free cookies. And with that being said, let's get into today's action. Alright guys, starting out here in Oakland. Memphis made the game close in the last minute when simcasting. That's why the game finished with a 4-point game. Oakland 104-100 winners. For Oakland, it was AD leading the way. He had 22 and 11. Tyrese Maxey had 21. Evan Mobley was 16. Josh Minott had 12. Where's our boy Jaden at? Damn. Only 2.6 assists though, so that helps out a little bit. We head over here to Memphis. And their playoffs hopes might have just crashed with that loss. Vucevic had 23. My boy D'Lo with 18. And OG Anunoby with 14. John Collins with 13 in this one. I mean, I hope for the best for Memphis. They need help to even get into the play-in right now. That loss definitely does not help. Oakland, they're fine. Oakland's in position that they need to be in. So now let's go to Nashville, as the enemies will host the Alaska Aces. So let's see what happens in that one. This game didn't mean much for Nashville, as they have already clinched the 3 seed, which is dangerous considering our 2 years on 2K21. The 3 seed never made it out the first round. The 6 seed is 4-0. So maybe that trend continues here, or maybe the 3 seed finally snaps that. But Nashville 101-84 victory over Alaska. Alaska also in the playoffs. They just don't know what seed they're going to be right now. Of course, we'll see that in the award show and playoff preview, which is going to be in next Wednesday's episode. But in this game, Zay Phil led the way with 17 for the enemies. My boy Zay Phil. And Chris Darte also had 17 to help out. Valanciunas with 16 and 11. Grant Williams had 15 and 8. Yurt 7 had 12. Josh Giddey was 7. Aaron Naismith was 7. B.I. didn't even shoot that well. He had 4 points only. And they still got the win in this one. For the Aces, Kelly Oubre led the way with 19 points. Sadiq Bey had 16. Jalen Green with 13. DeAndre Ayton 10 and 13. Chris Paul had 9 and 7. Yeah, Nashville just hit more shots. And probably had less turnovers too. Yeah. 11 turnovers. Not that good in this one. But now we'll take our talent to St. Louis. St. Louis playing for a playoff spot right here. A play-in spot. One of those last ones out west. As Cincinnati is in town. Cincinnati already in the playoffs. So important game right here for St. Louis. Let's see what happens. I said this was an important game for St. Louis, and they get the job done. 93-84 victory over Cincinnati, and St. Louis might have just won their spot into the play-in tournament. Just need some help behind them, of course. But St. Louis, Darius Garland leading the way with 20 points in this one. Daniel Opoku, custom prospect, dunk champion, 19 points in this one. Zion had 15. Lou Dort 11. Zion's back in a potential playoff bid right here. Ooh, that's scary right there. Scary right there. For Cincinnati, it was Josh Christopher with 14 leading the way. LaMelo Ball had 13. PJ Washington with 12. Bam Adebayo with 10 and 6 and 6. My boy Des Chill. Yo, Des Chill had 8 and 5 in this one for the Lions. The Lions are in the playoffs. So this game wasn't too important to them. St. Louis, this game was you have to win and you need help to get into the playoffs. They did their job, so see if they get the help. But now we're heading to Las Vegas as the Outlaws host the New York Empire in this one.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Irving against Martin. Irving passes to Gobert. Clock at 6. Payton up top. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
New York calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 1:37 left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Jordan Bell is checked in for Moses Brown. And it's Barnes in for Nasri. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And New York, looking at who they've got. You've got White. Okongwu is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's DeRozan. And it's James in at the 1 spot. And so Payton will bring it up for Las Vegas. It's a 3-point game. Passes it to Gobert. Now the dish to Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. They pretty much bank on these.
Now here's Giannis. In the corner, it's James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
James looking it over. The 15-footer. No good. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
New York calls timeout. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot 3, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and-one to finish out.
So it's a narrow victory for Las Vegas, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
It's weird that I'm even about to say this statement, but for the first time in our league history, we will not see Giannis hold up the championship at the end. Giannis in New York, they were eliminated like last episode anyways, but it's just weird. We're not going to see Giannis try to get his 3rd championship. New York falls to Las Vegas 86-83 in this one. Finals rematch from season 2 right there. But in this one, Kyrie 12 points to lead the way for Vegas. Elfrid Payton, Harrison Barnes, Jordan Bell, Korkmaz. Look at all these players with 10. Look at all these guys with 9. Look, 8. Like, yeah. They played a team game and got this win. Good win for Vegas. I mean, they've already clinched the play-in spot. They're basically clinching the 7 seed. They'll get home court for the first play-in game. So, congrats to Vegas. Giannis, it's weird that we're not going to see you in the playoffs. 24 points, 10 rebounds for you. Just wasn't enough to get it done. DeRozan had 12 points. Okongwu with 10. Yeah, this is just weird. We're not going to see Giannis in the playoffs for once. So crazy. Now we go to another important game. Richmond, the Rams hosting Cleveland. Cleveland up for a bid for that last play-in spot out east. As for Richmond, they're already in the play-in. I think they're already clinched into the 7th seed also, but we'll see what happens. Richmond hosting Cleveland.
The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Graham. LeBron with the rebound. And Richmond shooting about 32% during this fourth. On the court right now for Cleveland. Juan Toscano-Anderson is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Graham. Pass to Simons. Picked it out of midair. In transition. And that one's good. The waiter.
That couldn't have gone better for them. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish it off with style.
Graham against Wiseman. Here's Simons. Clock at 6. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to the waiter. And here's James. Simons with a rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Powell, guarded by Wiseman. Graham for 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Pass to Powell. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's James. 3-pointer. That one's good from Powell. On the assist from James.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Here's the waiter. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Richmond is able to come away with the 10-point home victory, 84-74, and that could possibly end Cleveland's season right there. Jaywalking leading away with 17 points in this one for the Rams. James Wiseman had 14 and 10. LeBron with 12. Tobias Harris had 12. Good effort by the top 4 right there, getting them this win. Zach LaVine, the league leader in scoring, finishes what could be his season with a 21-point outing. Jimmy Butler with 19. Devontae Graham had 15. And after that, only 2 players with 8 points and then 2 and 1. Yeah, yikes. Yikes. Hopefully this doesn't actually end Cleveland's season, but if it did, they can't even hang their heads. They had a good season, especially having Zach LaVine and Jimmy Butler on the same team. That's nice. I like that pair together. Hopefully they are both under contract for next season, and we'll see them again, but I like the pair. Another important game, Tampa Bay, also in the running for that play-in spot. They're going to be hosting a team that's already eliminated in the Arizona Rattlers, so we'll see what happens in that one. Let's head to Tampa.
A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Arizona. Parker out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Allen. And it's Gay in at the small forward. And Arizona calls time here. They're trailing by 2. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Keldon Johnson.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away that threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lou's huddle. I said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. It's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Thornwell, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. Arizona with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now here's Johnson. He's covered closely. It's hauled in by Arizona.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Johnson. That shot off the mark. And so Arizona will take it the other way. Parker passes to Warren. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for Sindarius Thornwell. Now here's Ball. Shot from 16. Johnson can't hit. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Warren with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up to take the lead. Oh, off target. Hardaway for 3. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. It's Arizona to start out. And away. Here's Hardaway. outside for Martin. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Arizona.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Warren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Bagley, he's checked in for Kevin Love. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. Now, here's Bagley. Kaminsky with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Arizona to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Allen, that's good.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Arizona.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
And funny that after 4 quarters, really looking like this was a pick-em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Allen.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Adams, he's checked in for Arizona. And it's blocked. They get it back. 2 on the clock. Allen for 3. That shot off.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So Arizona wins it, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Did Arizona just ruin Tampa Bay's season? Arizona outscores Tampa 15-5 in the overtime session of this game to get the 96-86 upset road victory in this one. Hopefully Tampa didn't just mess up and lose this game and lose out on the playoffs. Keldon Johnson, I think that's Keldon, right? Yep, Keldon had 17 to lead the way for Tampa. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 14. K. Love had 12. Bagley with 10. Rex Gordon had 10. Lonzo 6, 4, and 8. I would be pained. If I was a Tampa fan, I'd be so hurt if that loss just missed us from the playoffs. Grayson Allen dropped 24. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hurting if Grayson Allen drops 24 and eliminates me from playoff contention. T.J. Warren at 15. Who's this? Mason Jones at 14 and 10. Jabari Parker 12 and 11. Yeah. I'm not even going to be upset if they miss the playoffs now because, yeah, Arizona put on a clinic, especially in overtime, to get this upset victory. Wow. Damn, Tampa. Let's talk about an important game right here. We now have Utah at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is in the running for that last play-in spot in the East. Utah, with a win, clinches the best record in the league and gets home court in the Western Conference playoffs. So both teams need a win right here. Utah needs it more because they want to clinch home court. But let's see what happens here as we go live to Pittsburgh. Utah wanted the best record in the league. They wanted the #1 seed. They want the playoffs to run through them. When I simulated up to get to this point where it's actually season 3, Utah won the championship the year before, so they're technically trying to repeat. And Utah gets the job done. 112-90 victory, and the Utah Range clinched the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They clinched the best regular season record in the league, and the playoffs will now run through them, and they will await whoever comes out as the 8th seed from the play-in tournament. So congrats to the Range in this one. For the Force, we're going to hope tiebreakers go their way to get them into this play-in tournament. Shea led the way. He had 21 points for the Force in this one. Lonnie Walker had 17. Dinwiddie with 16. Kevin Porter Jr. had 10. Washington Jr. had 10. Jackson Hayes with 9 and 9. Damn, Pittsburgh. Donovan Mitchell is in the running for MVP. Just dropped 38 points to clinch the 1 seed. Let's go. Got Nafim Ahmed with 21 points. Ben Simmons 12, 8, and 10 in this one. Isaiah Stewart, he had 12 and 8. You had Patrick Williams with 10. Just good team effort for Utah to clinch up that one. 61% shooting from the field. Yeah, 60 points in the paint. Yeah, they dominated to get this #1 seed locked. So congrats to Utah. So now we head to D.C. The Senators and the Illinois team. D.C. is still alive for a play-in spot. Illinois, I think they're basically clinched like a 4 or 5 seed. So not really important for Illinois, but D.C. this game is important. So let's see what happens to them. Illinois finishes their regular season off with a 94-86 victory in the nation's capital. And R.J. Barrett led the way with 21 points for the Federals in this one. Kelly Olynyk had 15 points. Markey Walker, the rookie, finishing his rookie year with 14 points. James Harden with 13. Mike Conley with 10. Hernan Gomez, 6 points, 15 rebounds. Good game for him right there. For the Steam in this one, it was Jaden Hardy leading the way with 17 points. Jokic had 14, 11, and 8. We had Salih Ahmed. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. But Ahmed, 13, 4, and 6 in this one. You had Jaren Jackson right there with 12. Is that Monte Morris? Monte Morris with 11. Bol even at 11. All these players that played and scored for Illinois. Congrats to this team. They're getting ready for their playoff run. Wish them nothing but the luck. DC, maybe luck will fall into your favor to get into the playoffs right here. But now we take our towns to Montreal, as the Montreal Huskies are hosting the Iowa Pigs in this one. Iowa's still alive for a play-in spot. Montreal needing a win to get the #1 seed. Well, at least tie with Baltimore. I don't know how the tiebreaker's going to work. They're going to have the same record with a win, so let's see what happens. Let's go to Canada.
And so it's Montreal now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Fox, and here's the drive.
Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
You've got Rozier. Muscala is out there with Smith. And it's Herter in at the 3 spot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Hunter. And with the rebound. This is to KD. So the Huskies win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Montreal is able to come away with the 107-100 victory. I was reading De'Aaron Fox stats. I was about to say the 29-point win. But De'Aaron, 29 to lead the way. Drummond had 19. KD with 18. Is that Trey Mance or Terrence Mann? Trey Mann had 11. Jeffrey Davion finishes his rookie year with 11. Joe Harris had 9 points to help out in this one for the Pigs. Terry Rozier leading the way with 16. They had Jalen Smith with 16. Jayshawn Tate with 11. Muscala with 11. Bro, they had all these players with 10 plus points and just didn't get enough stops to win the game. That's crucial. But now, guys, on the schedule right here, we have one remaining game, which is the Colorado Springs Ducks and the Milwaukee Cheeses. Let's go check these standings real quick going into our last game. Baltimore is, in fact, the #1 seed, getting the tiebreaker over Montreal. Nashville's 3, Illinois 4. Toronto gets the tiebreaker over Cincinnati, so Toronto 5, Cincinnati 6. We have Richmond, we have Indianapolis, we have Florida, and Pittsburgh gets the tiebreaker over Cleveland and Tampa Bay, so Pittsburgh will be in the play-in game. We have our playoff matchup set out east. So congrats to everybody for making the playoffs. Now let's go to the west. Utah, like we said, clinched the #1 seed. Colorado Springs, this game isn't important for them. They're going to be the 2 seed regardless. LA Palms get the 3 seed. Oakland 4. Nevada get the tiebreaker over Alaska. So Nevada's 5, Alaska's 6. Las Vegas will be 7. Minneapolis 8. Kansas City 9. And the play-in comes down to this. It's either going to be St. Louis or it's going to be Milwaukee. So Milwaukee needs a win to clinch a tie with St. Louis. Don't know how they're going to break the tiebreaker. I would assume regular season record. Important game right here. Very important game. So without further ado, let's see what happens. Milwaukee played this game like it was important to them, and they will get the 78-56 victory right here. Let's look at the box score. Ja Morant, 25 points, the MVP finalist. Puts on a show in the regular season finale. Jarrett Culver had 15. Middleton was 7. Quentin Grimes was 7. Gabe Vincent 6. Good team win in this one for Milwaukee, needing to get this one. As we come over here and look at Colorado Springs, they knew they were the 2 seed, so this game didn't really matter to them. TJ McConnell led the way with 12 points. Cade Cunningham, 11. The MVP finalist didn't show up that well in the last game of regular season. Halliburton was 7. Shamit was 7. Just team comparison right here. Shooting numbers definitely in Milwaukee's favor outside the free throw line. But yeah, there it is. The regular season comes to an end. When I press this circle button, we will be seeing the playoff bracket. Just kidding. You'll be seeing that in the next episode. Because next up is the award show and playoff preview. You're going to find out who is your Season 3 MVP. Will Giannis do it again? We'll find out in the next episode. Appreciate you guys for all the love and support. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss an upload. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one.